Hello everyone, this is Paukshte Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. Today we continue working with the dress for Kate. Last time I showed you how to make a pattern for this dress. The fabric is already decatized. This is how the front neckline is going to look like. I still need to adjust the pattern to it. I'll show you how to do it. I will also show you how to cut the fabric. In the next video, I will show you the first fitting on this dress. Have a look at the pattern. The back is ready. I can lay it on the fabric. It's also clear how to cut the skirt. I just need to cut a straight piece of fabric and gather it on the waist. The front should be adjusted. First, I need to trace it to a piece of tracing paper. I showed you how to make this pattern. You saw the way the mock-up fit Kate. I didn't have to alter the mock-up much. I drew the neckline, made the shoulders tighter, drew the new armholes. I remind you that when adjusting the armholes, you shouldn't cut their lower parts, just the upper ones. Be very attentive. I almost forgot about the second dart. When I move the pattern aside, I'll make the lines more beautiful. What was the second dart made for? For this part of the dress to fit Kate better. It's very hard to iron the darts with big openings. This is how the pattern for the front looks like. I've already explained why we needed to make such bias darts. This is how the pattern looks like. Next, I need to make a pattern for the front neckline. This is the book about Japanese designs and sewing techniques. Have a look at it. It is said here that before I start drawing a neckline, I need to make the facing for the neckline. I remind you that we are making a dress for Kate. I'll write it down that this is the center front. There should be a fold here. Next, I need to outline these details once again. I'll sign the center front once again. The pattern for the facing is ready. The pattern for the facing is ready. Next, I need to alter the neckline. To be honest, sometimes it's pretty hard for me to think of something to show you. We post new videos every day, so it's not easy for me. If you want me to show you how to sew something, find me on Facebook and add a sketch or a photo of a garment to a special album in my group. The name of the group is Paukshte Fashion Workshop. You saw that the mock-up fit Kate perfectly. We never have problems with the fit. This is why we work with basic patterns. I can't even imagine thinking of how to make a garment fit you instead of thinking which details to make and how to sew them. Have a look at the pattern. It copies this one. I haven't changed anything yet. The facing is also ready. Watch what I'm doing next. I need to make a cut from the neckline to the dart top. I remind you that the center front should be cut in a grain. I need to make an opening here. I need to make it in such a way that the center front is still in a grain. Do not change its direction. I'll write it here once again. This is the center front. Fold. It should be cut in a grain. I need to make an opening here. The direction of the center front shouldn't be changed. Please be very attentive. I can open it for about 1.5 centimeters. By doing so, I made this opening smaller. I don't want the collar to look like the one in the book. I want it to look like the one in the mock-up. I can move the book aside now. Next, I need to use the sticky tape to fix the opening. I made a 1.5 cm wide opening in the front neckline. By doing so, I made the opening of one of the darts smaller. Next, I need to raise the center front a bit. When making the mock-up, I raised it for 5 centimeters. I'm not going to add more than 5 centimeters because I don't want to make a huge fold here. The front neckline should be very soft and beautiful. I'll show you what you should pay attention to. First, I need to make the center front longer. I'll measure and mark 5 centimeters here. Next, I need to connect the shoulder with the marked point. Notice that I don't add anything to the shoulder. What have I done? I made a small opening in the front neckline and made the center front 5 centimeters longer. I think that I would be able to make such neckline without a book, but I just wasn't even thinking about it. I picked up a lot of interesting ideas from the books about Japanese designs and sewing techniques. I'm not greedy. This is why I'm ready to share with you everything I learned. The fact that it rolls irritates me. The pattern is ready. It's almost the same as the original one. I just made an opening in the front neckline and made the center front longer. I haven't changed the shoulders. Let's match the original neckline and the new one. The two lines should be almost even. The facing is going to be attached here. Here are the center front and the front neckline. In my case, the details are almost even. If they're not, you should gather the front neckline a bit. I gathered this one a bit. I'll show you how to do it. The front is ready, the facing is ready, the back is ready. It won't be hard to cut the skirt. It will be 51 cm long. I put the fabric on the table. The fabric is already decatized. The patterns for the front, the back, and the facing are ready. The skirt should be 51 cm long. I remind you that we need to add some for the seams both to the bottom and to the top. Have a close look at the fabric. Dark blue, gray flowers, gray stripe. We don't want the dress to end with a gray stripe. This is why it will end with this dark blue stripe. The bottom of the dress will be edged with the facing. I'll cut it from the other side of this piece of fabric. Next, I need to measure and mark 51 cm up from the middle of this dark blue detail. I also need to add 1 cm for a seam. After that, I'll cut the skirt for the dress. It's a pleasure to work with this fabric. It's of a very high quality. If you know something about Rufa, then you understand what I'm talking about. It's a very famous Italian textile producer. Next, I need to measure and mark 52 cm up from this point. I can cut the skirt now. I can start cutting. I hope that Kate will be happy. She wants the dress to be puffy. We'll line the dress, so I think that we'll manage to make a puffy skirt without adding tulle. Let's have a look at what we have here. I can take the pins out now. Beautiful. Very beautiful. The skirt will be gathered on the waist. Just imagine how beautiful it will look like. I can move it aside now. Next, I need to pin the patterns. I'll pin them a couple of centimeters away from the flower. The fabric is very beautiful. I think that you understand how to work with patterns much better now. I organized a meeting with my subscribers in Krasnodar some time ago. They all were so beautiful. Almost all of them were wearing clothes they made on the basis of my tutorials. Oh god, I was so happy to meet my subscribers. It made me realize what I'm working for. Seeing my subscribers wearing garments which I showed them was the best reward I could get. The tailors of my fashion house also attended the event. They were all so beautiful. I add 7 mm for the seams to the neckline, 1 cm to the shoulders. I'll add about 1.5 cm for the side seams. The front is ready. I also need to add 7 mm here and 1 cm here. The front and the facing are ready. Notice that the facing and the front neckline don't match. These parts will be folded and attached to the facing. This is what will make the front neckline look that good. These details match. The center front doesn't match because I made an opening here. Next, I'll cut the back. I forgot to put my glasses on. This is why it's so hard for me to cut. Such necklines are very beautiful. I recommend everyone making garments with such amazing necklines. These are the back, the front, and the facing. This is how the skirt looks like now. I finished cutting the dress. I cut all the details for the dress. I want you to not be afraid of cutting. Remember that practice makes perfect. If you're afraid of damaging expensive fabrics, you can buy cheap ones and practice cutting them. That's all for today. My name is Paukshte Irina. Next time we'll continue working with this dress. Be different and beautiful. Subscribe to my channel, write comments, share videos, press the like and the bell buttons. I really need your support. Thank you. Goodbye.